Der Stadt Friedhof, the city cemetery, is a pioneer cemetery established in 1846 along Barons Creek on the corner of East Schubert Street and Lee Street, in Fredericksburg, Texas. It is the oldest known cemetery within Fredericksburg and is the final resting place for many of the original German colonists who arrived when John Meusebach opened up the area to settlement. Background: when Herman Wilke laid out the town, a plot of land was set aside for the cemetery. The various denominations who worshipped in the Verenskirche were responsible for cemetery maintenance. In 1850, the Catholics broke away and started their own church, establishing their own cemetery, now known as the Old Pioneer Cemetery. There are upwards of 5,000 graves in der Stadt Friedhof, not all of them currently marked, many unidentifiable due to the passage of time. Some of the graves had only wooden markers which rotted in time, and some graves were obliterated whenever Barons Creek overflowed its banks. During cholera epidemics, many people were buried in mass graves. Rather than being grouped in family plots, the deceased have been buried in chronological order according to when they died. The oldest readable grave marker is dated 1849. Many of the tombstones are written in German. The graves in der Stadt Friedhof are noted for their artistic carvings and sculptures. What is possibly the last known work of sculptor Elisabeth Ney, that of a tousled-haired cherub resting over a grave, and known as the 1906 Schneer Memorial, can be found at der Stadt Friedhof. On May 5, 2000, the state of Texas recognized der Stadt Friedhof as a state historical cemetery. Notable burials in der Stadt Friedhof: Joseph Wilson Baines, 1846-1906, grandfather of Lyndon Baines Johnson. Ruth Amend Hoffman Baines, 1854-1936, grandmother of Lyndon Baines Johnson. Thomas C. Doss, 1822-1873, co-founder of Doss, Texas. Amanda Julia Estelle, 1882-1965, educator, writer, and folklorist. Lieutenant Louis J. Jordan, 1890-1918, first Texan killed in World War I, football player for the Texas Longhorns. The Louis Jordan Post of the American Legion in Fredericksburg is named in his honor. Hugo Emile Klarner, 1908-1982, Chicago White Sox pitcher. John Peter Tatch, 1822-1907, master cabinet maker. Tatch's work is prized by collectors of Texas primitive furniture. His home is listed in the Historic American Building Survey of the United States Department of the Interior, and its plans placed in the Library of Congress. Signers of petition to create Gillespie County buried in der Stadt Friedhof: Lewis Ludwig Martin, 1820-1864, first sheriff of Gillespie County. Charles Henry Nimitz, 1826-1911, grandfather of Fleet Admiral Chester Nimitz. See also: History of Fredericksburg, Texas. Further reading: Haffertup, Kenneth, 2015. A Guide to the Historic Buildings of Fredericksburg and Gillespie County. Texas A&M University Press. Pages 162, 217-21, 232. ISBN 978-1-62349-273-1. OCLC 905,970,019, via Project Muse. Subscription required. Help. Notes. References. Morgenthaler, Jefferson, 2007. The German Settlement of the Texas Hill Country. Mockingbird Books. ISBN 978-1-932,800-1095. External links: Pioneer Museum, Fredericksburg, Texas.